Here we are. So let me share screen. Okay. Well, good afternoon, teacher Julio, and I think that another teacher, sorry. Today we are going to present our project, but this is the part number 2. And the topic is guidelines for the design of the supply chain. The team is formed by Emmanuel, Cristina, and I, Alejandra. And me, sorry, Alejandra. So, first of all, we are going to say a little introduction about this exposition. So, the factor that influence the tax project are present in order to adapt into the supply chain. That is these guidelines that make up the chain interact to determine performance in terms of the response, capacity, and efficiency. As a result, the structure of these drivers determines how strategic fit is achieved throughout the supply chain. Let me move this. Okay. Company Tascalate. The word Tascalate is the name of the raw material, but the name of our company is Tascalate. Tascalate, sorry. No, latte, Tascalate, yes. Because this is a drink, it's a kind of drink, so the Tascalate company arises from the idea of resume the Mexican customs that are being lost, which is why it is intended to commercialize the drink as artisanal since this origin is remote. So based on this, the company in question is considered that is of origin of the producing company since they are thus that acquire raw materials to transform them into a finished product. And this is the part of facilities. So the optimal localization of the company in question will be in the city of residence, that is San Luis Rio Colorado. And to be more specific, at the following address: Constitution Avenue between Yucatan and Guanajuato, and the number will be 1101 Industrial Colony. And this is the internal distribution of our company. First, we have here the warehouse area of the raw material, the office, and this part is is of production, and we have here the roasting machine, the wheel mill, the purifying, the mixer, and of course the bottling machine. And first of this, we have the input and the output. I mean the door for the inside of the company and the outside of the company. And over there, we have here the warehouse of the finished product. It will be a specific and different between the warehouse material area, because this is gonna be for the finished products. And we have here the raw material, the output of the raw material. Sorry. Okay. Input and output. In this section, the staff, we have access to interest and exist of the plan of the company, the office. In this area, we are will divide into the into sections: administration and human resources. The administration area will practically fulfill the function of the controlling production reports, and the human resources area, as the same says, will we ensure that everything is in regulation in the SAT, and of course with the employees both in payroll and heating. Production. In this area, the entire process of the elaboration of the process in question will be carried out in a consistent word. It will be as follows. Steps, the toasters. In this section, the corn is the main raw material. So together with the achiotes, will go through a roasting process almost of the point of the dehydration. So that's when it goes through, which made the process easy. My Here the raw material will be already be toasted, for which, as its name says, the material is ground to the point of being completely powdered, and the sugar is at and left to the rest. Purified. Here the powder is added to purified water for the next process. Mixer. Here all the ingredients are mixed to go to the final bottling step, bottling. Here the final product goes to industrial bottling, where is labeled and packaged in a safe and efficient way, and with the necessary hygiene and safety measures, as well as optimal ones. And the finished product warehouse. And the warehouse will be special, since it will have a similarity with the cool room, because the product has to be in refrigerated area to avoid wastage. And likewise, here it will be packaged for it is output to the distributors, and finally to the final customer. Inventories. Well, we have here within the material inventory, you will find the following: corn, achiote, water, and sugar. This is all the raw material that we need to process our product. So this is the warehouse, the official or the stable stationary warehouse that we are going to have. The raw material is gonna be the corn, achiote, water, and sugar. This is the quantifying that we need to produce 2,600 bottles of the product. So the warehouse capacity will be approximately 200 kilos of corn and achiote, as well as 400 kilos of sugar, with approximately 2,000 liters of water. This is in order to produce the product for the final customer. And obtain the fundamental raw material will be archived with the following suppliers in order to have the product in time and form for the realization of the product. The suppliers are the following: Sinaloa Grains Company, Achiote, and Sucar Mix.
For the transportation. For the transportation of the product, the Freightliner FL 360 model was selected. This four-cylinder refrigerated box diesel combustion vehicle is capable of maintaining a temperature down to minus 4 degrees centigrade.
No quiere cambiar.
Dale con la flechita para abajo o para los lados.
This is my computer, I'm sorry.
Distribution routes. The initial stage includes only the commercial area with the greatest boom in the restaurant business. We range from Álvaro Obregón Highway and 2nd Street to 42 and Street, extending to Nuevo León Avenue and going down to 2nd Street. The route will be as the following. Route 1 from Libertad Avenue to Nuevo León Avenue, from 2nd Street to 17 will be travel on Mondays. Route 2 from Libertad Avenue to Álvaro Obregón Avenue, from 2nd Street to 17th Street will be travel on Tuesday. Route 3 from Álvaro Obregón Avenue to Nuevo León Avenue, from 18th Street to 26th Street will be travel on Thursday and Friday. Route 4 for Álvaro Obregón Avenue to Nuevo León Avenue, from 27th Street to 34th Street will be travel on Wednesday. Route 5 from Álvaro Obregón Avenue to Nuevo León Avenue, from 35th Street to 42nd Street will be travel on Saturday and Sunday. This is a little map of all the routes and the areas what we select in San Luis, Colorado. Next. Metrics. The measurement system that will be used will be the daily sales standard. A minimum sales standard will be assigned on each day in the same way depending on the importance of the days, being as the following. Mondays, 150 bottles minimum. Tuesday, Wednesday, 160 bottles minimum. Thursday, 265 bottle minimums. Friday, 165 bottles minimums. Saturday, 165 bottles minimums. And Sunday, 165 bottle minimums. Information, production process information. In the different stage of the production process and due to the food industry to which the product belongs, it is necessary to have phytosanitary records of the origin of the raw material, internal quality documents that generate that the raw material is inspected before being introduced to the production process, registration of the batches and change of the batches of the raw material, as well as batches of the finished product. This for the post-sales monitoring in case the problem occurs in the product. Information with the supply chain. The dealings with the supplier and the commercial relationship with them will be exclusive to the management. The communication method will be virtually by email and by telephone. Distribution network information. The sales team will have a cell phone with the ST Route mobile application. This application starts from the super ticket points of sales software to have complete control on their inventories, quotas, collection, payment, billings, electronic receipt, and registration of order. Automation, automatic automation, control, and simplification system for commercial or the service companies. Mm,
Next, the provisioning. The project will primarily seek a fund to help the entrepreneur for the first stage of the business. This stage range from the acquisition of the raw materials, as well as the basic materials for the manufacturing, production, and bottling of the beverage. Within the supply of raw materials, what is needed is corn, achote, sugar, and water. Ladder for the elaboration of six-ring machinery and works equipment are required, which are LQ200 industrial to toaster, bottler, high capacity liquid stirrer, turmix centrifugal mixer, industrial grind mill, and water purifier. Then has general inputs to needs and words, labor, electric energy service, water service, garbage collection service, telephone and internet service, fumigation service, economic capital, general cleaning supplies, administrative supplies, computer, copy machine, machines, notebooks, pen, pencil, etc. To obtain the aforementioned, an investigation will be carried out to make the purchase of the necessary supply, analyzing the different suppliers. So it is intended to have 3 to 5 suppliers, since not much is needed for the elaboration of the artisanal drink. Therefore, it is also intended to execute a contract in which different roles are stipulated by the company. And later, within logistics, control of the storage of goods will be planned, managed, managed, managed and carried out, has will has the necessary service and the flow of the information generated, which goes from the point of origin of the product to the point of consumption. Organization, curious, continuous communication, look at the supply chain, and use WIDL to negotiate supply chains design, demand management. distribution network, operational process, management indicators, visibility. Friends and price. The sale price will be established considering the following variables: production cost, profit margin, competition, and sales volume. Succinctly, based on an investigation, prices were compared in the competition within the locality, discovering that it was from a mountain of 15 pesos to 20 pesos, so it was proposed to achieve an initial sale of 1,500 pieces per week, say 6 days of production, 125 liters at re, re, sorry. Sorry. At a retail price of 15 pesos in a 500 millimeters contain, taking into account that this will be evaluated as time prices. Next, the price. Sorry. Next, the price for supplying the suppliers is 12, 12, 12 pesos for the 500 millimeters bottle, and the price of the box with 24 pieces in 288 pesos, obtain a profit margin of 65%. How this was determined, but based on the components of production costs, which are equivalent to a Dell's 20 points, 88 liters hoist. Last but not least, some one strategies or indicators we're taking into account for setting the price, and they are market penetration, internal cost factors and profit tiers, external factors relate to competition, and quality factors that provide differentiate benefits to the customer.
Well, as a conclusion, the topics developed in the file of supply chain include what is logistic guidelines, include facilities, inventories, and transportation, and the interfunctional guidelines, information, supply, and pricing, which become guidelines for the design of the chains of supply for the company or organization carrying out the planning of multiple variables, and is used to determine the performance of the supply chain in terms to response capacity and efficiency. It is important to recognize that these guidelines don't act independently, but rather interact with each other to determine the performance of the entire chain. And this is all for us, teachers, and thank you very much.